Hey, g'day, what's up dudes? I told you I'd be back with another Fallout video, so thanks for trusting in me. I definitely wouldn't lie to you all. Well, maybe sometimes. No, I'm kidding anyway. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Today I have the Raider Camp for my big Fallout mock that I'm building. This is just one of the modular sections, so I've actually just lifted it off my whole build. Those of you that have followed along know I have built this thing to be as modular as I possibly could, so it's easy to transport and easy to pick up and film and work on and take pictures and all that sort of, business. There is a lot of detail in this little build. There's quite a lot going on. It's one of my favourite parts to work on, I think, because it was all sort of broken down and post-apocalyptic, and you could really take a lot of liberties with things and just use up strange pieces and just slap them all together. So I suppose we'll start on the right-hand side, because it's probably the least interesting, but it's still good. Just not as good as the Raider Camp. So anyway, guys, let's go. Let's just get into it. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Let's go. Starting here on the right side, the first thing you might notice is Nightmare Batman right there with his blaster and his machete. He's ready for action. He's actually guarding the caravan. I only have a one-headed, what are they, Brahmin? You know, those mutated cow things from the Fallout universe. Anyway, he's only got one head, so yeah, that's his story. So anyway, Nightmare Batman, he's part of the caravan guard. Once I saw that figure, initially I thought I'd have to get a spare one to put in this build, because the one I originally bought ended up on my DC minifig display. So when I did come across a spare, I snapped it up as quick as I could and knew it was going into this build. And not only that, a lot of people suggested I should put it in there, even after I had thought about it, because I mean, it is the sort of the perfect minifigure for this sort of setting. The minifig I've got up front here, I don't know, Sergeant somebody or other. He is using Boba Fett's legs and torso there, actually. And I think his cape. Yeah, anyway. It looks like a really good combat armor outside of the outside of the Star Wars universe. So, threw him together. He's got a Star Wars helmet too. The lady up the back there, she's got a little pistol and a walking stick, and I actually used a lot of Star Wars pieces for her as well. Well, I suppose it's Star Wars, there is war in the word, so it's sort of fitting to this kind of build. We've got a ruined car here. Yeah, that was an interesting little build. It was just sort of, I do like building post-apocalyptic stuff because you can get away with mix-matching colours as long as they're sort of close. You can add like a rusted look, because a lot of times you don't have all the right parts and all the right colours to build something, so it is nice to sort of be able to take those liberties at times. So that's that ruined car. We've got, I don't know, old mate. He's been chained to a fence there near the power pole. Don't know, he doesn't really have much of a story. We've got a, what do you call it, a pallet. I've got quite a few of these spread out throughout the vault and the actual wasteland, because I've got these custom printed 1x6 wood grain tiles. So they're actual Lego, but they're custom printed, so they look really good. They're kind of on the expensive side here in Australia. I think it was like $10 for 12 tiles or something like that, but anyway. Sometimes you just have to spend those dollars. The power poles up the back, I did initially have them as the brown cylinders, and I just had a what do you call, a 3mm tubing running through the middle, but it just looked a bit ugly as well. So what I did was I changed it up to the Technic connectors, and now it's really stable and it just looks so much more uniform. So I really like that. That worked out well for me. We also have a couple road barriers there. They've got a couple explosive holes put through them, and they've been weathered. They've been out in the open for a couple hundred years. Okay, well that's pretty much it. I mean, as you can see, I've got these really damn expensive olive green grass stems. I think I've ended up buying about 400 or 500 of them. I didn't end up using all of them, but yeah, damn, they're expensive. I had to buy them from Germany. They were the cheapest in for the quantity that I wanted. So, I mean, there was really no other options for grass for this kind of dull looking wasteland build. And as you can see up the back, if I just go past the caravan, I've got the road is all broken up. And there as well, in a couple places where I've just sort of used the snot technique. I've built sideways, but then I've left bits all sort of crumbled, and I've just dropped the actual pieces in there, so it gives it like a real crumbled, weathered look. We'll just pan across to the left-hand side, and we'll really get into the Raider cam. We'll get into the exciting stuff. So follow along and let's go. All right, so here we are. We're off the camera stand, so we can sort of pan around and zoom in on things. We can get a better look. As you can see, I built those sort of what are they called? Like platforms. I use those old those pirate ship supports, if you can sort of see underneath. And then I've attached a lot of printed wood grain tiles all along. Up top here we have a RPG, guitar, some ammo boxes. Got another Raider up the back there. He's got his meat cleaver. He's jumping the rail. He's ready to get right into it. Down in there, just got a hanging skeleton, some shrubbery. Just a couple random signs just plonked down there onto the walkways as well. And I did have this flag in my collection. I initially thought it was Chima, but I was corrected and told it was like from Castle, Orcs theme, something along that line. So yeah, that was surprising to me, because I had it in a bag with all the rest of my Chima flags, so I just thought it was Chima. And I thought, yay, I'm finally using something Chima related, but I was wrong. So, joke's on me. Yeah, a couple of those severed heads there. This guy's quite not ready for battle. He hasn't had his hasn't had his psycho injection yet, so once he pumps that into his veins, he'll be ready to go. Just a bowl and some shrubs and just small details thrown in around the place. There's a treasure chest under there. So that's pretty much the Raider cam, guys. Like I said, this is just one section of a much larger build, but I'm just filming this section for you guys today. We just got, a bit of fence, bit of debris. There's some welding gear and like an engine up the back. Oh, there's that cracked road technique I was telling you about. So you just sort of place the bricks in this on their sides, so it gives it a more cracked look, and there's a bit more down here. So yeah, it's quite easy to do. It's brick intensive building the snot roads, but you can't beat it. Things you can do, look, you can lay pipes underneath, the exposed section of road. So we'll just zoom out so you can get a better look at the whole thing. Oh, one last thing, that's just up the top there. That's what my focus is. That's what the power poles. That's what the top of them looks like, if anyone was wondering. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Look, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough as much as I enjoyed filming it and building it, because I've had a great time with this. Yeah, like, subscribe, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. Keep following along on the journey. And stay cool.